Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Lazy Susan and today I have a special tutorial for you. This one is so exciting because you've been requesting it for so long. I get DMs, I get messages, I get voice memos, skywriting, pigeons, anthrax, pipe bombs in the mail, all asking, screaming, requesting this one thing, which is how do you do a kiwi fruits makeup? Well honey, today I'm going to show you. We're going to take one of these bad boys, hello, and turn him into a gorgeous woman. Watch and let's find out. Now, of course, you should be able to do makeup on any kind of kiwi fruit you find, but for a first timer, I think it's very important that you select something that's a bit easier. Simple texture, nice shape, easy to work on. This is the Nutri Kiwi. It's from New Zealand, it's flown in, so she's had a long trip to get here. Sorry, he. We're not there yet. I selected 3, but I thought I'd decide on camera in front of you just to show you what the process is like. This beautiful gentleman here, he has a little bit of a bump, an indentation you can see there. So maybe not the best first time. Now honey, you are beautiful and one day a palette you will be. But for now, perhaps just leave him to the side. There is no such thing as a perfect kiwi fruit. I'm just talking about ease in the first time round. Now you can see a little bit lopsided and just a bit asymmetrical. We're going to be trying to create a classic Lazy Susan look here. And while asymmetry is important, I want to show you the easiest possible way. So I've decided to go with this guy. Got quite a bit of real estate, nice and round, and seems to have quite a smooth skin texture, which is a great place to start. So let's dive in. My first step, shave the kiwi fruit. So what I use is the Nivea Men Protect and Care Moisturizing Shaving Gel. I've used a lot of different shaving gels in this process in the past, but I find that the moisturizing shaving gel does the best job. Take a small amount of gel on your palms and massage directly onto a wet face. I take a little bit of warm water. It's preferable for it to be warm. You don't want to shock the face. I'm using a Chic Quattro, noted for its 4 blades, and it's got a moisturizing strip. It can be a lot. The skin of a kiwi fruit, particularly this young man's here, is very smooth, but even then, if you catch a bump, you could be tearing the flesh, and it's very easy. So what I want you to do first is take off the sticker there. Now this product is designed for a human face, where you can see the difference in real estate there. I would say what I would call a Tic Tac size, literally just that. And what you're going to do is just rub it directly into the flesh. Now this, because it's a sensitive formula, doesn't foam up as much as your regular formulas, but it still does create a great lather and thus a good protection between the 4 blades and your kiwi fruit. Be sure to clear the blade as you go because the hair can get caught in the blades and make them stop working. So we just want to go in nice and slow using the center of the blade. As you go, you're going to notice that the flesh of the kiwi fruit comes up and you're getting a gorgeous delicate green undertone coming through, which is something to think about later when you're color matching. Okay, so fabulous. We've got quite a clean finish there. It's not perfect, but it doesn't need to be. I'm gonna pop this one away and then let's get into it. People are gonna tell you a lot of different ways to do this, how to make your client most comfortable while you're doing their makeup. I have this method. It is chaotic. It begins with the base. I use a Frank Body Everyday Moisturizer. You don't need too much, but you're just trying to create a little bit of a base layer between the makeup, which can be a lot for the pores to take, and the skin. So just dabbing on, not too crazy, don't need to do too much. So we're gonna begin. We have our base here. I'm gonna start by going in with this green here. Now this is a dupe, and this is the iMagic Professional Palette. You can find this on AliExpress, I think. It's a bit of a bargain. That's of course if you don't mind supporting makeup dupes and copies. So what I've gone in here with is leaf green, except in our case, we're going to be calling this one a nice kiwi fruit green. And you can see that it's quite a good match. And we're just going to dab that on. Of course, kiwi fruits want to highlight the green undertones. Make sure people know how healthy, rich and organic they are. So it is a point of pride if you can Make your client feel like they're fresh and just ready to go into a salad, a smoothie. This is, you know, daytime. Now I'm going in with the brown. You can see that here. By brown, of course, I mean brown. 023, marron. But you're just gonna stipple, being sure. Now this is just a base. And remember, you're gonna come back in and do a lot of fixes as you go. So nothing too precious. The fabulous thing about this is that there is no right and wrong. You're just going along. So there you go. Here we go. We're gonna start with the eyes. A fabulous place to start. Now with this fabulous, sexy lady, we're gonna start with this. Now, I'm kooky, I'm weird. I've never said anything different. I sometimes use craft store paint brushes to get these nice fine lines. It's just a cheap and easy way to get a brush that might do the detailing work that you know, a $58 brush could do, but much cheaper. This is a pack of 5 of these I got, and they are only $6. So you do the math. So with brows, you want to kind of work to your own feelings about scale, what kind of client you have, depending on their personality. So I like to do white on the lid. It's going to catch your shadows and it's going to do a nice little job. That's not everyone's taste. Some people go back in with the flesh tone, but for me, I want these eyes to pop. You can absolutely sculpt those brows. Look at those brows, honey. She is crazy. Okay, so now that we've got the eyebrows laid, let's talk eyeshadow. This is the fun part. We get to tell a little bit of a color story. Here I have my Crown palette. She is worn out, she is busted, but honey, she has gotten me through a lot of hard times. And here I have my Morphe palette. If you ask me, this is the 35 Smoke It Out, but whatever the fuck this Morphe palette is, the sticker has long since gone. You'd have to tell me. I literally just picked the one that had the colors that I needed and wanted. And can you tell that that was a while ago? These pans are almost empty and people wonder why I'm busted. But look at this gorgeous little indigo. I love when you have a palette and as things are wearing out and your first choices are wearing out, you start looking at these other colors and having these discoveries and start thinking in these different directions. Sometimes not having what you want available leads you to these amazing little moments. Like this guy here, it's a little bit chalky, but look at that color. Isn't that just stunning? It's absolutely crazy. It's kind of a purple indigo midnight fantasy. And then this guy here, look at that. It's rich, it's beautiful. The formula is chalky. And I've found that some of these can wear out over the night. However, this blue, honey, you're gonna die. Look at that aquamarine. Isn't that too much? That's fabulous. And can you believe I haven't used it all up? I mean, that's just so good. I don't like green, sorry. I don't like green, but I'm sure that once these guys wear out, I will move on to that. I am a full get your use out of that palette kind of gal. So what I'm gonna do is an aquamarine dream fantasy. So we're gonna start in with our lightest shade for our story, and then we're gonna work down as we go. So I'm gonna come in with this gorgeous aquamarine, and you don't need much. This is the thing. You always have to remember. So you're just gonna tap it off, and then come in here and just, ooh, yes. Just nice and simple, patting that on. Here is what he looks like. You can see it's starting to take shape. I'm just gonna bring him in there. Can you see that? I'm gonna be dastardly devilish and come in here with that midnight. That's gonna be a bit of fun. And just take a little bit out of the pan. Gorgeous. I'm going in with my Clown White. So this is the Super Color Kryolan Clown White. This will last you forever. So you're just gonna add and start cutting that crease where you want that gorgeous little line to be, and this is probably where it pays to be a little bit more diligent about your lines. What we've done, just gone in, created those cut creases. Okay, I'm gonna use this brush again and we're gonna start doing our wing, honey. Okay, so we're just coming in here. I like nice chunky coming out And what you do from my experience of how to kind of get a semi not gonna fuck you in the middle of the night eye is you do start on the tip where you want it to end and you come down, and then start on the other end where you want it to begin, and then you go up. You don't do this kind of one stripe. I don't know who's out there doing that, but they are a better person than I. So you can see there, oh, we got this nice little flicky boos. Then sometimes to redefine what we're doing here, I'll just drop a little bit into that crease. Why not? So this is a Kryolan eyeliner in white. It's a fabulous asset. I've never come across a white that doesn't crack. So if you have one, you let me know. But for now, this is as good as it gets. Maybe I am bitter. I think I might be bitter. But you do what you can. Then I'm going to take the super white. This is a Ben Nye. So Ben Nye does a lot of things really badly. Sorry, Ben, you can still sponsor, but the powders are fine. I mean, how are you going to fuck up with powder? Look at me, getting ahead of myself. So that's just the continuation. So we're going to come back and do lashes at the end. It's just, it can be uncomfortable. It can be a whole situation. It's not something you need to kind of get out of the way first. So just wait. But because of the face we have here, what we want to do, carving out our features, so just like a nice little button nose. Oof, girl, you look so good. Okay, I'm just gonna show you that now because I'm really happy with that. Look at that. Who is she? Now you can see it's kind of gone a bit bluey over here. Bluey over here. We can work on that. We're gonna build that out and put a bit more blush back into it. But really loving this. Sorry, I haven't even talked about this guy. This is a TV paint stick by Kryolan. It's an absolute must-have for any drag queen, and it's one of those things you can't get anywhere else. Like, you can't get this kind of coverage. It is full grease paint stage foundation, and I don't know too many drag queens who don't use it. Like, maybe one or two that would use like a real, like a lady's foundation. But yeah, kind of most of the biz is centered around that Kryolan TV paint stick. Coming in, contouring around there, contouring around the hair line. That's right. Let's keep it nice and dark up there. So that really you just get this eruption right here, dead center in the middle of the face. That's where your eye is drawn. That's the story we're telling here today. We don't want them looking anywhere but there. Oof. You know, this is that point in drag when I start getting excited because this bitch looks hot, you know? And you get intimidated, you know, like, and the guy's like, oh, I wanna have a look and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, just wait, honey. But you're like, oh, who's this fierce woman that's just walked in and sat down in my chair? Like, who are you? So, then I'm gonna go in with my Shadow Box contouring palette. I have bought this twice, and listen, love it. Like, it has actually done the best things for me, but I feel like there's probably a better contouring palette out there that I have just not spent any time with, but I'm quite loyal. I just, you know, I stick with the one that brings me to the party. So, yes! Okay, so what I forgot to do is that this is a complete Trixie Mattel ripoff. Don't tell her, she isn't watching this video, so we know we're safe. But of course it's just and like, listen, I know people were doing this before her, but we're gonna come in, as you can see here, and just undercut that line there. Whoop. Okay, so now we got that powder in. I ain't doing a lot of baking here today, I don't got time for that. But then I'm gonna come in, this is me doing it again. I'm like, caught on one thing, and then I'm like, oh, I better do this. So now I'm gonna just hit that line there with a nice bit of powder, make sure she's illuminated. Hit the middle of the T-zone with powder. That's where you can hide up your brow that's coming. Not forever, that's a curse that just has to keep coming back. And as you can see, we're getting to a really nice place. I am gonna give her the classic Lazy Susan broken nose. So just gonna come in here and add that in. Now, it's time for lips. Lips. This is a Sephora dry down lipstick. It's in the color Rogue Veloute Sans Transfer. So it says that it doesn't transfer. I made the mistake of wearing this again today. Yeah, it's garbage. I bought it. I spent so long in Sephora just trying to pick out the color, and I was like I normally don't mind a house brand. I'm leaking. It's just fucking terrible. It's amazing that they can sell it. Like, they call it a dry down lipstick, and someone in the store was like, yeah, it's dry down. I'm like, it's not dry down. It's a lie. You're telling me a lie, and you're taking my money. But that's fine. I'm not bitter. So, this is the funnest surprise of my makeup life, which is that Rimmel London does fantastic dry down lips in the exact shades that I need, because I like just a classic red. And I'm sorry I turned my back on you, but I couldn't find you in my purse. So this is Rimmel London Provocalips. So it's like Apocalypse, Provocateur, and Lips. 16 hour, which they do fucking mean, kiss proof lip color. 500 Kiss Me Fool You. So this is the Kiss Me You Fool, sorry. And then this is, oh fuck, they're the same one. They've just dimmed them. Okay, so I love this. And let's go in. So it's got a double-ended kind of feeling. In this end you have the pigment, the color, and this is kind of your fix and lock. So it's got a little bit of shine in there. I am so pissed that I didn't wear this today because it looks so good. Look at that color. It's just like, it's just red. Like, it feels like when you imagine red, this is the red that you think of. I would normally line, but when you're doing Kiwis, it can be a bit tricky because you don't really get the pencil to the right size. Can't really sharpen to that finer point, so you have to rely on your makeup brush or your acrylic craft brush that you bought because you're poor. Look at her. Oh my god. She's just fashion. It's time for lashes. So the lashes that I use, I am also, once again, trash. These false eyelashes are from AliExpress. They come in an adorable box. They say that they're handmade, but that's a fucking lie. They're really small. They're so far from the standard drag lash size, but I like a small lash because I have to paint typically around my deep cut crease. I don't create a new crease because it's kind of hard because of how fucking deep my crease is. But I just like a smaller lash so that you can actually still see my eye makeup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this guy in half. So now look, you kind of almost have a perfect kiwi fruit size lash. You want to kind of start sculpting it and breaking the plastic down a little bit so it has a little bit more flex. I also like to do just kind of a little measure up. Just want to check, how does she look? Does she look right? Is this suitable? I'm living. But what I might do is I'm just going to cut into the inside edge because it's a bit too much, a bit too long. And you can see I'm just doing a little kind of like a thinning cut straight up into the lash. So we're not getting a hard line, we're getting new kind of divots and contours to the lash without just fucking her up entirely. The lashes have gone on and she is stunning. Now I realized that I've put on a little bit of my basic bitchery into this girl, and I don't want her to necessarily have to live the way that I live. So I'm coming back in with a little bit of this Mecca Max loose glitter in the color, in the shade, or in the tint. I don't know, how do you refer to glitter's color? Payday. I'm going to take a little bit of this voluptuous shiny lip gloss. I'm going to take this doe foot applicator and then just dab in here and just fabulous. So add a little bit of glitter on the top just because, you know, a bit of fantasy. Now I know what you're thinking. You're like, where's the highlighter, bitch? Where's the blush? Certainly wasn't what I was thinking. So I'm just going to come in here, soften up, make sure we're taking off all that setting powder that we put down before, and just come back in with a little bit of this. This is a Bare Minerals Invisible Glow. We're so close. We have her wig here, but we're going to go for like messy. You're that snatched and that talented in the face. You don't need to worry about explaining your hair to a single person. It's right down into the scalp here. Oh, yes. Now, jewels. I've got these gorgeous little press-on diamantes, which you can buy at just any $2 shop. I got these at Arthur Daly's. Why are they fighting the glue? Okay, fabulous. She's got a choker on. Ooh, she's got that. So next thing, of course, you have seen a makeup tutorial before, so you know about this product is Urban Decay's All Nighter Setting Spray. Honey. Just that simple. Why not? Not for me. Okay, so I'm just gonna go and get her ready for a final reveal, and then we'll be right back to show you this amazing She looks severe, she looks angry, she looks so bitchy. I am so glad for you. So excited about this one. We're going to be doing a few more of these kinds of makeup tutorials to kind of show you how to do all of these things. Send me some of the pictures of what you've done at home, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have any of this. That's about all. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.